Well, here's a live look outside at Park Point this morning. Not a lot of rideable swell, and doesn't look like there are really going to be waves here anytime soon, with continuation of, well, offshore and westerly winds here across the area. And so that's going to also help build in, well, some southerly winds today and push in temperatures well above average, about 10 to 15 degrees here above our average normals for this time of year. But temperatures right now are into the 20s here into north central Wisconsin, even along the South Shore. We're into the mid 20s and sitting at 31 here on top of the hill, 25 in Two Harbors and 36 in Grand Marais. So a good mixed bag of temperatures, but a little bit on the relatively warmer side here compared to what we normally see for this time of day. But for the afternoon hours, it's going to be really warming up, especially down to the south and out to the west. We could get to near 60 in Aiken and perhaps into the mid 60s down the I-35 corridor. But there is going to be a lake breeze that develops with the southeast wind, and so that's going to push some of that cooler air over Lake Superior right now, kind of keep it locked in across Lake and Cook County especially. Here in the Twin Ports, we're likely to be also cooler by the lake because that wind's going to kind of bend here more so to the north and east, and it'll keep us into the upper 40s by the lake. But we should see some 50s on top of the hill. Wisconsin and the UP will also be warm pretty much everywhere, with the southeast wind being offshore, so no influence from Lake Superior there. We'll be into the 50s, especially 60s down to the south and west. Then heading through tonight, it'll be another relatively warm one with cloudy skies, and with the continuation of southerly winds, we could also see some scattered showers, mainly during the late overnight hours, sometime after 3 or 4 o'clock tonight. And then for Minnesota, it'll be on the earlier side, closer to maybe after 10 o'clock. We'll see some scattered showers around the area. Not looking like to be a lot of rain. We'll just see mostly cloudy skies otherwise. And that's thanks to the cold front. That's going to be moving on through, but out behind it, we'll see cooler air build in thanks to a high that will allow for northwesterly winds to feed in some more Arctic air, although it's not supposed to be super cold here heading through the next few days, but certainly colder here. We'll be into the 50s again today. Tomorrow we'll see dropping temperatures, so we'll have a morning high into the 40s and it'll drop into the 30s during the afternoon. And then the rest of the week will be into the mid 30s, where we should be for this time of year in the middle of November. But here's a look at the weekend forecast. Again, we'll see wind gusts pick up out of the north and west out behind that front. Some gusts maybe up to 30 for Saturday, up to about 20 for Sunday, but see mostly sunny conditions here for the weekend. So it's going to be a good time to get out, but it will be windy, so do keep that in mind. Here's a look at the wind gusts for, again, for today. We'll see those southerly winds out of the south at about 20 miles per hour. Here comes the northwesterly winds gusting to maybe 30 tomorrow, and then more so closer to 20 miles per hour north and east here of the Twin Ports into Wisconsin and the UP. Now tracking that shower chance, again, mostly dry for the rest of the day, increasing clouds for the afternoon hours, and then here comes that band of broken showers during the overnight hours. This is 1 o'clock tonight. That'll continue to move through during the late overnight hours into Wisconsin and the UP. Here's a look by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and 9 o'clock everyone's dry here for Saturday. So it's going to be a good weekend. It'll just be a little bit chilly here heading into Saturday and Sunday, with highs into the 30s by Sunday, still a little bit breezy, and then we lose the wind by Monday and Tuesday. But look at that, lows back into the 20s. Some areas will probably be into the teens, and well, it'll be seasonable here for the rest of the week, and our next chance of rain will be on Thursday.